Hey guys, what's up? Today we're gonna be ranking the easiest to hardest champions in Paladins. So this is not gonna be based on how good is the champion. It's only gonna be based on how hard is the champion. Is it easy to use? Is it hard to use? So the easiest one over here is basic. Like you don't even need to learn the champion. You can just you know how to use the champion already. There's easy. I mean, a little bit more challenging, I guess. A tiny bit, I guess. And we have medium champions, hard champions, insane, and master. And we're gonna start with Anjuxus over here. Anjuxus, there's like two players of Anjuxus. There's that feeding on Joxus who literally just die all the time, and then their standing is like 3 kills with like 11 deaths. Or that stupid motherfucker who can literally just flick around and fly around like a madman. To fully use Anjuxus' full potential, you really need a lot of time for Anjuxus. So I would definitely put him in Master. Ashe, okay. Ashe is pretty simple to understand actually. Her abilities are actually pretty understandable, like they're pretty easy to use, so should I just put her in easy? I mean, I do remember those Ashe players who just literally just charge in the full enemy team without any thinking that they don't have escape after that. I might move her later in easy again, but you know what, for now I'm gonna put her in medium. Atlas, okay, Atlas is pretty hard to use actually. I would probably put him in insane over here. For some people, Atlas is probably like around here, but if you actually think about it, Anjuxus is way harder to use than Atlas. Atlas, you just rewind people, rewind yourself, or stop that person from time. Anjuxus is just a lot more harder to use pretty much. Barrack, okay, Barrack is pretty simple to use actually. Even though he's easy to use, he's still a really good champion actually. His abilities are pretty easy to understand actually. He has a turret, your basic attack is pretty much like a shotgun, you have a shield. He's pretty easy to understand. Bomb King is either insane or master for me. I would probably put him in master though. Every time I play BK, my standing is like 2 kills and like 14 deaths. So yeah, I definitely think you need to put a lot of time with BK. Buck, I would put Buck maybe around medium. The recovery talent for Buck where he heals a lot more, that's probably around here somewhere. Like that's so easy to use, but that talent when you leap and then it does damage, I would actually put that around in medium. It actually depends on the talent, so if you're using the heal talent, probably gonna be around here somewhere. But if you're using that leap talent, then I would say you're around medium. Cassie, okay, Cassie is kinda hard to rank actually because Cassie's abilities are actually really simple. They're very simple. Even her ultimate is like so simple, but the problem with Cassie, you need to have good aim with Cassie, and I guess good positioning. So just because of that aim and positioning, I would maybe rank her up a little bit higher. I might just put her, I guess I'll just put her in easy. The only hard part for Cassie is the aim, but her abilities are pretty easy to use. So Corvus, okay, if you have 1 mark with Corvus, that's like so easy, bro, if you're only using that 1 mark talent. But if you're using that 2 marks, I would say it's a bit more harder to use, so I would maybe put it around medium. I might be a little biased here because I actually play Corvus. I kind of find him a bit easy to use for me, but for those people who don't really play Corvus, he might be like hard to use because they like get confused on what's going on. But you know what, for now I'm gonna put it in medium. Dredge, okay bro, Dredge is literally so easy to use. He can be in easy, but he's just so simple. Yeah, I would just put him in basic over here. He's a pretty easy champion to use. Flying Dredge is different in the other hand. Like that thing is like probably around here, but you know, the simple Dredge gameplay is probably around here somewhere. The one where you just spam and not like fly around, then yeah, that's just pretty easy. Drogos, okay, for me Drogos is so hard for me. Drogos is easily A tier or S tier. For now, I'm gonna put Dredge in S tier though because you also need to have good positioning with Dredge. Okay, you know what? I might actually drop him. I might actually put him in A tier. Whenever I play Drogos, the hardest part for me is positioning. Because if you're just always flying around, you're gonna get shot down really easily. And also the combos for Drogos can be a little bit tough. Yeah, you know what? Fine, I'll put him in S tier. Eevee has always been one of the hardest champions to use, bro. And I still think she is still one of the hardest champions to use. Eevee has the lowest health out of all these champions. You can get burst down really easily. You literally just blink in front of an enemy, you can die so easily. It requires a lot of skill to actually learn the full potential of Eevee. I love Maeve and Eevee, I love their playstyle, and I still struggle to play Eevee. And your aim has to be really good as well, so yeah, I'll definitely put Eevee in S tier. Fernando, I would probably put around F or D tier? Is Fernando a lot easier to use than Barrack? I would say yeah. I feel like Fernando is a lot easier to use actually, so I'll put Fernando in F tier. I don't even use Fernando that much, but I used him before and I literally got 150k damage, and I don't even use that much Fernando, so I feel like he's very simple to use. Furia, I would maybe put Furia maybe the same as Curvis, but I would say Curvis is probably a lot harder to use than Furia. I only put Furia here because you need to predict where the enemy is going with your beam. If you're using the card that makes your beam a lot bigger, then that's like probably over here or probably even here. But if you don't have that card, I would say you're probably around here somewhere. You need to predict the enemy team where they are going to actually be able to stun them. I might switch Furia near the end, but for now, I will put her in medium. Grok is pretty simple to use, but not as simple as these other guys over here, so I would still put him in easy. If you're a damage Grok, you're probably like around here somewhere or over here. But if you're a healer Grok, you're probably around here somewhere actually. Yeah, I would probably drop Fury now actually. Grover, where should I put Grover? I mean, Grover is pretty simple actually. I might just put him over here somewhere. The only hard part for Grover is his Vine can be a little bit hard to use, and then the aim. Imani is kind of complicated for me actually. Imani has 2 stands. Even though she has 2 stands, I don't think she's that hard to use. I would still put her around medium though. Inara, I would say she's pretty hard to use actually. I mean, Inara's abilities are pretty understandable, but I see so many Inara players who uses her wall wrong. They just put her wall like just randomly. So yeah, I definitely think Inara is around in B tier. So Ayo is pretty simple to use actually. I would put her probably around here somewhere. The only hard part for Ayo is Luna. Like, where should you position Luna? But the thing is, you always just leave Luna in the payload anyway, so you don't even literally need to think about it. So yeah, I definitely think Ayo is pretty easy to use. Genos, okay dude, come on man. Genos is literally so simple. Genos is so easy to use, but he's actually really good. Can, where should I put Can actually? I would put Can maybe around in medium actually. I actually have no idea where to put Can because he can be here. For now, I'll just put Can over here because I actually don't know where to put Can. So Kinessa. I would say though, Kinessa is a lot harder to use than Strix. But I mean, her skills are pretty simple to use, but you need aim for Kinessa. So I will definitely put Kinessa in A tier. Koga, okay, Koga is pretty simple. I feel like every time I see a Koga, they're already doing really good for some reason, so that probably means it's very easy to use. So I would put Koga around in easy tier. Lex, okay, Lex is pretty simple to use. Probably the hardest part for Lex is the ultimate of Lex. There's still people out there who literally ult me when I'm like full health and then I don't even die. So, and then his other skills are pretty simple to use. Lian, okay, that's also kind of complicated actually because Lian's abilities are like basic abilities. They're so easy to understand, but it's kind of the same as Cassie. You need aim with Lian, so I guess it's kind of fair to put Lian and Cassie at the same tier. So yeah, I would put Lian over there. Maeve, oh no dude, Maeve, oh. There's 3 types of people who plays Maeve. So Justice Maeve, easily F tier. So easy to use. You don't need skill to use that talent. Cat Burglar Maeve though, in the other hand, is a little bit more harder to use. Probably even here. And then there's those crazy players who play Rose Gambit Maeve and fly around like a lunatic. So yeah, Rose Gambit Maeve probably like high A tier or like low S tier. Cat Burglar Maeve around hard or medium. Sir Jess is probably like even in like literally Z tier. Let's just say the Maeve is running Rose Gambit. Makoa is very simple to understand. The only hard part for Makoa is the hook. I would still put him around in B tier though. Maldamba. Okay, so Maldamba, I would put Maldamba either high A tier or low S tier for me. You know what? No, I changed my mind. It's definitely S tier for me. You need to put a lot of time to actually use Maldamba's full potential. But if you're using that full-on heal talent where you don't even do damage, that's probably like around here somewhere. But if you're like a hybrid who do damage, who heals, who like does everything, who stun, you're definitely in S tier, bro. I would literally prefer a good Maldamba than like an Ayo, than a Furia, than a Curvis. I just love those good Maldamba players, dude. Moji, okay, dude. Let's not even talk about that. Whatever talent you use on Moji is literally so simple, so yeah. Okay, so Pip. There's 2 players again for Pip. Damage Pip is probably around easy or medium. But let's just say this Pip over here is a support Pip. I would definitely say support Pip is hard to use. It actually requires you to have good aim to actually heal. Okay, so Rum. Okay, Rum is pretty simple to use. Literally, the first time I played Rum, I was already doing so good. Rukus is pretty simple to use actually, but the full potential of Rukus is probably around here or around here. Like in between. I would put him in between over here, but let's just say let's put him in the medium. Ceres, okay dude, come on man. Ceres, we don't even need to talk about that. Ceres is literally like emoji. Shaolin, okay, Shaolin's abilities are pretty simple as well, but then yet again, the aim. For Shaolin is the aim, so I guess it's the same like Cassie and Lian, so I'll put, I mean, you know what, you charge your weapon too. I mean, yeah, it's a little bit harder I guess. Sky, okay, Sky is pretty simple as well. You don't even need a lot of time for Sky. You can just play her like really good right off the bat. Strix, like I said earlier, Kinesa is a lot harder to use than Strix, but I wouldn't say I would put him here though. I would still put him in here, but like I said, Kinesa is still a lot harder to use. Talus, okay, Talus is pretty easy to use. Full potential Talus is probably around here somewhere. There's always those basic Talus who literally just put their teleporter and then run around and then they just go back if they're low. But there's also those aggressive Talus who literally don't care about the teleporter. They can just go in without the teleporter. They're probably around here somewhere, but most of the Talus players, they wait for the teleporter. Terminus, I would say Terminus is around maybe here or here actually. You know what? Let's put Terminus in hard. I feel like you need good positioning with Terminus. Tiberius, my furry guy. I would put him probably around here or probably here. Torvald, I would probably put Torvald maybe medium or easy. Yeah, I would probably put Torvald in easy because I feel like it's pretty easy to use. The full potential of Torvald is probably like around here somewhere, but yeah, Torvald is not even that hard to use, so I would probably put him around in D tier. Tyra, that's so simple, bro. F tier easily. Victor, okay, if you're running cardio Victor, you're like over here somewhere, but if you're at least using burst mode, I would at least say you're around here somewhere. Vivian, bro. Okay dude, if you think about the easiest champion in Paladins, you either say Moji, Ceres, or Vivian, literally. Willow, I would say Willow is around medium actually. Her kit is pretty easy to use, but if you want her full potential, she's around here somewhere. Ying, okay, I play a lot of Ying. Ying is my best pick support. I don't really have like a hard time using Ying, but let's just say I don't use Ying, I would probably put Ying around in A tier. Full potential Ying is definitely A tier for me. Xin is pretty simple to use actually. Xin is like so simple to use, but even though he's so simple, for some reason he's like so good. And of course, the newest champion, Vora. Okay, I've been playing a lot of Vora recently and I just love Vora. I would say Vora, she's probably around in A tier for me. Whenever I see a new person trying out Vora, they're actually struggling a lot. Like they don't know what to do with Vora. She might even be here actually, but she's like high A tier or like low S tier for me. So yeah, I would say she's probably around in A tier. You know what? Now that I actually think about this, I feel like Willow is not really like medium. I feel like she's like easy to use, so I will drop her down over here. Okay, now that I look at this, I feel more comfortable actually. Sharon can probably be here as well, but you know what? I'll just leave it like that. So do you guys agree with my list? Obviously this is just my opinion. We all have different opinions, so I'm just showing you guys my opinion pretty much. So that's it for today guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it and I will see you guys next time. See ya.